Studio 4 and welcome to this week's math boxes. We're going to get started in the Monday. It says each table lists the number of Twitter followers each person has. Round the number to the given place. So we have to round that number twice. So looking at the Taylor Swift one, this is the amount of followers she has. We need to round this number first to the 10,000s place, and then we'll take that same number and then we'll round it to the millions place. So I'm going to rewrite this, but if you want to do it a different way, you can. And then I'm going to underline the number that's in the 10,000s place. Look next door. And that 3 is going to make this 3 stay the same. Everything in front stays the same. Everything behind, 0 is their name. Then the same thing with the millions. I'm going to choose to rewrite it. Underline the number in the millions, check next door. This time my 9 is going to make it round up. You should be able to do the Jojo Siwa, Shawn Mendes, and Ariana Grande ones. Next we've got number lines. Really, this is just understanding a word problem, so there's not a lot of math actually in these boxes. You just have to understand what the equation is saying. So it says read the word problems and look at the equations that solve them. So it's already been solved for you. Then insert the correct numbers in the blanks. So letter A says Stacia bought an blank ounce bag of dog food. The dog ate blank ounces, and after 2 weeks there were only blank ounces left. So when I'm looking at this subtraction problem, I know that the 80 represents the starting amount. So when I go back in my word problem, it looks like she's starting off with an 80-ounce bag. Then the dog ate blank ounces, and after 2 weeks, there were only blank ounces left. So the dog ate, meaning they took away 60 of the ounces, leaving just 20 of the ounces left. Now don't get tricked. Make sure that it isn't, this time we got lucky. The first number came first, the second number came second, and then the last number came third. It's not always going to be that way. Make sure that you are taking your time with these word problems. Wednesday is elapsed time. It says use the number line to find the elapsed time between the start and stop times. So the start time is where we're always going to start with our first dot on our number line. And then we can skip count by dashes, which are equal to 5 minutes, and I can go all the way up until my stop time. Or we can try pushing ourselves to go in bigger chunks. I'm just going to skip count by 5s. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. 55 minutes have elapsed, which means has gone by between the start and the stop time. Make sure you do the second and the third one. Thursday, patterns, says read each story and use patterns to solve. So each of these problems has some type of pattern for you to pick up on so that you can guess what the answer is going to be. It says Simone was lining up the books on his bookshelves. The first shelf had 10 books, so first shelf, 10 books. The second row had 20 books, so second row, 20 books. Third row had 30 books. If this pattern continues, how many books would be in the sixth row? So I'm thinking first row, 10, second row, 20, third row, 30. So I'm going to keep going. So my first, second, third, fourth row, I think would have 40 based off of this pattern. So the sixth row would have 60 books. See if you can do that for letter B. It is a little bit tougher. It's asking you about how many blue beads and violet beads. So make sure you have 2 answers here. Going on to the next page on our Friday math boxes. It says write each shaded fraction and determine whether or not they are equivalent. So next to the circles, we're going to put the fraction, 1/2 for this one. And then for this next one, there's 2 shaded pieces out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces total. Remember, you have to count the shaded pieces in the total. And then you're going to compare the two. So I'm looking at these two circles and I'm determining, are these shaded pieces equivalent or not? For this one, they are definitely not. This orange is taking up a lot more than just these two little blues. So see if you can do that for the rest of these. Math fact corner this week is multiplication. Multi-step math. Kim was buying cupcakes for her brother's birthday. She needed 24 cupcakes. She noticed the name brand cupcakes were $15 for 10 cupcakes. The store brand cupcakes were $10 for 12 cupcakes. How much more would it cost Kim to buy the name brand cupcakes? So when I'm comparing two answers, I like to split my workspace in half. And I'm going to do name brand and then store brand. Because first, I just need to figure out how much it would cost me for each. So the name brand ones were $15 for 10 cupcakes. So that means I would have to buy 3 packs, because if I only bought 2, I would only have 20 cupcakes. So I'm going to do 15 plus 15 plus 15, because each one of them costs $15. And when I do that, I'm going to get $45. The store brand cupcakes were $10 for 12 cupcakes. So this time I only need to buy 2 packages, because once I get 2 packages, I'll have 24 cupcakes exactly. I don't need to buy another one. So I'm going to do $10 plus $10. So that one's going to cost me $20. Now the question is, how much more would it cost Kim to buy the name brand than the store brand cupcakes? So I need to take these two amounts and figure out what the difference is between them. That's going to be your solution here. Last one, number of the week. Word form, write small, spell out 423. What's 100 more? What's 10 less? Sum of the digits, you're adding up the digits that make up this number. Make sure you're actually solving it. Display the time 4:23 on the clock below. Remember, the hour hand is the shorter one. The minute hand is the longer one. Is this number odd or even? Looking at that ones place to help you determine. Write 3 equations that equal the number of the week. So all 3 of them need to equal 423, no matter how you do it. You are going to have to round this number 2 times. So you're going to round 423 to the nearest hundreds place, and then 423 to the nearest tens place. And last one, double it. You guys have become experts at this. Good luck this week on math boxes.